Alright, we're just looking at the components of the quadratic. So let's start by looking at y equals a bracket x minus h squared plus k. So we want to identify what all these variables mean. So a tells us direction of opening. So positive A opens up. Negative A opens down. A also affects our step pattern. So we know from other videos that our step pattern is generally 1, 3, 5, but A then becomes the multiplier. So whatever these values are, 1, 3, 5 gets multiplied by A. Your vertex is always H, K, and be careful because that H value will actually change its sign. Then from this we know a couple things. We know that our axis of symmetry which is the line that cuts down the center of the quadratic, is x is equal to h, and we know that optimal value optimal value is whatever the value is for k. So when we're talking transformations, the h value is what makes it move. So h moves left or right. The k moves the quadratic up or down. And your a value, if it's a whole number, it's a vertical stretch, and if it's a decimal, or less between 0 and 1, it's a vertical compression. Okay. So let's look at an example of this. Y equals negative 3 bracket x plus 2 squared minus 1. Our vertex is negative 2, negative 1. Remember that h switches signs. Our step pattern, I'm just going to put in SP, is now 1 times negative 3, 3 times negative 3, and 5 times negative 3. So our new step pattern is going to be negative 3, negative 9, negative 15. There's another video that teaches you how to use the step pattern. Our direction of opening is up because, down because A is negative 3. Our quadratic, in this case, is going to shift left 2 units, down 1 unit, reflection in the x-axis, that's what makes it upside down, and it's also going to have a vertical stretch by a factor of 3. This is because of the A value. So other questions that are asking for the transformations that are taking place based on an equation, this is what I'm actually going to be looking for. Which direction is it shifting, left or right, up or down? Is it reflecting in the x-axis? And is it a vertical stretch for compression? And by a factor of what?